to his top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn.
Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On first down, it's Taylor. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you.
They'll run with Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56, right there, 56. Oh, yeah.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Alert. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch 98. Watch 98.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft. Hey, orbit. 61, matchbox, snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll have a first down past the 40 and finally brought down at the 43. 31 yards there and a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay? So,
true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Protein spill.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here's Rosen. Throw left side, complete. That's Marsh. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. 198, watch 98, 98's the mic.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Shit. Hey, quarter. Shit.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Right.
98's the mic. Here we go.
Hey, alert, alert. Monday.
198, watch 98, 98.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, Delta.
Watch 98, 98's the mic.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
198, watch 98, 98's the mic. Coming to you, coming to you.
Alert, alert, alert.
98's the mic.
Second and 10, it's Rosen again. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty.
He's checking, he's checking.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, Zoo.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Come on. 56, the mic, boys, 56.
Hug.
56.
What do you got?
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. No score after one on EA Sports.
Switch.
Hey, Foxtrot.
56.
To throw is Rosen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
To throw from his end zone, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on third down, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 29. X3, 218, chop it.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
Hey, quarter.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Slam, hug. Middle. Chopper.
Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Alert.
56, the
Hey,
mark.
Alpha.
Check, 56. Come off the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rosen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They run with Taylor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Move! Get off the field.
From the 45 on second down, Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hug.
Third and long here for Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on all.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Now a give, right side. Reedy trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
I'm coming after you.
Bravo.
Right there. 54 Mike. 3 bud. Shoot. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for the Raiders. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Back to throw. Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on first down. Rolling. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
Go now. 90 Wolf. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5.
Hey, Jet. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a give, right side. Reedy. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Echo.
Now it's Rosen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30.
From the 39, Rosen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Hey, orbit.
On third down, Rosen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. Rosen got a man. That's Trent Sherfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Alert, alert, alert.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Monday.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Throwing on second and 14. Rosen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Rosen will throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Mike's 56.
Go, go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
In your
80.
56.
All right.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, well, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now it's Rosen looking. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch 98. 98's the mic. Come on.
Here's Rosen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and a mile. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Dolphins' 25-yard.
Pick up the ball.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Raiders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Get a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey, I do a good job. Hat on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with